first video on DIYSharkey. I know this isn't really live film camera, but I don't have my camera supplies ready yet, so we'll have to resort to our first video on our PHP series, which is still fun, don't take it wrong, but we will first be talking about the basics of PHP. You want to make sure you open every PHP code with the PHP tag. It could be less than, question mark, PHP. Simple as that. Then when you want to go end it, you'll do question mark greater than. You can see is right here. We're first going to talk about variables. You can define variables by putting the money sign, name. Name could be replaced by anything. You can make the variable have a value by putting an equal sign, and you can put a text of string or an integer. We'll put a string. And then you want to end every line you type with a semicolon. Make sure you do that because you'll receive syntax errors. I'll show you an example of a syntax error right now. Let's go to the page. 1 second. Alright. Now this should produce a syntax error because we haven't ended the line with a semicolon. And there we go. Parse error, syntax error, unexpected T echo on line 3. Line 3. This is unexpected because there's not a semicolon here ending this, so it doesn't know what to do with echo. So we want to end this with a semicolon. Echo, just to let you know, puts that text in that variable or other defined text in a regular string in that echo execution onto the screen. So when we go to our site and refresh, it'll output string because that's what name is equal to. Now we can also make it say integers like 5. When we save that and go to our browser, we'll see 5. PHP makes it easy to convert integers to strings and strings to integers. It's pretty simple. You don't have to do it manually like in Python. You have to do round, int, float, string, str, whatever. Now we're going to go talk about functions. So let's get a clean slate. Let's name some of the regular PHP functions they have built in. First of all, we want to talk about echo. We all know that displays strings. What else do we have? We have simple math strings like not int. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Python. So basically, echo is our first basic PHP statement. We can also talk about if commands. They're basically said like this, and right here, condition, and right here, do this. For condition, we can say if. Let's define two variables here to make this simple. Con1 equals text, and con2 equals text. If, now this is where condition is, if con1 equals, so if it's equal to con2, we will want to do this. In this case, I'll echo yes. As you can see, you can also put raw strings into the echo command by putting open quotes or single quotes, as I will demonstrate right now, into your string. You also want to end it with a semicolon. You will also want to finish your if statement with a bracket, or a squiggle bracket. I don't know what the actual name is. If somebody wants to fill it in the comments, that'd be great. You can end it with a close bracket, and also after your parentheses, inside the condition, after the condition, you want to open it with that. After echo yes, we would also want to say else echo no. Please be warned that else is is not needed. So I'll cut that out and show you the examples or the effects of that code right now. We'll have yes because con1 is equal to con2. If we change con1 to text1 or some other silly thing and refresh, we won't display anything because it's not equal to it. So it just passes through this and goes on to the next thing, which we don't have. Now when we put our else statement in that I've typed up earlier, it should echo no if they don't exist. So let's try that again. No, because con1 is not equal to con2. If we make them equal again, it should say yes again. See? This also works with integers, like 1 or 2 equals 2. Yes. If 2 equals negative 2, this will be no. Simple as that. We also have many other statements which I'll go into in later tutorials. There's things for like for, while, and all those other pretty things. Now we want to talk about functions. You can call functions by typing in the function name and the arguments. You want to end it with a semicolon. Our function name will be func, and our arguments will be foo. Now we want to define foo, and foo will be equal to foobar. Okay? And now we want to create that function func by doing function func, and then we put open parenthesis and put foo. It doesn't have to be called foo. I'll show you an example of it. Be text. And then you want to open the function with the open squiggly bracket and the close squiggly bracket. Now let's just echo text. This will echo the argument in func, and this is calling the function func. It's adding the argument of foo, and foo is equal to foobar. Now when we test this in our browser, it'll say foobar. Now we can change this to and it'll echo that. You can add text to strings by typing after each string object or variable. You want to put a period. You want to open your quotes or your variable. In this case, we'll use quotes. And you want to type your string that you want to appear. Is your argument. This would say, is your argument after the text that is displayed. Wrong button. Foobar is your argument. Now we can also add things before, after, whatever. And you put another period, as you can see. And we want to go back. Your argument is foobar 3454. It's as simple as that. This concludes the basic tutorial for PHP syntax and functions. You'll see us next time on our other video tutorials that explain more detailed explanations of many more things in the wonderful language of PHP. Have a great day.